Do you want to know why I can't lose that stubborn belly fat? Well, today I'm going to go over some misconceptions, why it might be a lot easier than you think, all the while making it so simple a toddler could understand. Firstly, you might think fat loss works like this mango sorbet. You take a chunk out and it just stays like that. But fat loss actually works more like this tub of water. You poke a hole or train a certain area and the fat drains evenly throughout. This means those 60-second ab shred workouts don't do anything other than burn a few calories. So how do we actually lose belly fat? Well, secondly, you don't actually need to change your diet that much. Now, this one might surprise a few people and it goes against what most people will tell you. But what I'm about to say is based on my experience and the experience of others. Now, 90% of people don't actually stick to their diets because they go completely cold turkey and they think they need to cut out all their favourite snacks in order to lose any weight. But you can have your burgers, your pizza, whatever it is, and still lose fat if you always follow these two steps. Number one, always maintain a calorie deficit, and number two, 80% of your day is comprised of clean, whole foods. Now, how can we successfully maintain a calorie deficit? Well, the first option is to track your calories. Although this is frowned upon quite often and it does take a lot of effort, if you want guaranteed results, then I would be getting out the skills and tracking my calories. Look up a calorie calculator online and work out your maintenance calories. Download MyFitnessPal and aim to eat in a deficit of around 300 calories. But if you don't want to track your calories, here's what you could do instead. Try to prioritise high satiating foods like your complex carbs and your protein, as well as knowing when you're actually hungry and not just eating for the sake of it. I've been there, I know it's easier said than done. That's why I think tracking your calories is a better option, at least to start off with, so you know your portion sizes. And that brings me on to my second step, which was to eat 80% clean and 20% whatever the fuck you want. Now, when people say I lost weight eating junk and deep fried ice cream with uranium, they're probably not telling the whole truth. But you can actually eat these type of foods consistently and still lose weight. In fact, I believe it would actually help you. Here's why. Going completely cold turkey January 1st, no more pizza for me style is disastrous because you're just going to end up eating, well, the pizza. So the solution to that is just to eat the pizza, but in a controlled environment. Eat your healthy meals first, and after you've been nutritionally satisfied, not only will you not really want to eat as much junk, but given you within your calorie goal, if you want, you absolutely can. What this doesn't look like, however, is waking up and rushing straight to the freezer for a nice, nutritious breakfast of chocolate ice cream. Try to stay vigilant and don't be afraid to incorporate your favourite foods. Now, so far you might have noticed I haven't even mentioned cardio, and that's simply because you just don't need it in a weight loss context. Stick to what I've already told you and you're sorted. Will it help? Yes, of course, in the sense that you might be able to eat a little bit more, but it's not the be-all end-all. Now, I wouldn't expect results straight away. Give yourself a couple months of consistent effort, constantly hitting your calorie goals, and you will see change. And if this was refreshing to hear, drop us a sub.